Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of High Hopes Motivation with Izudi Sardinia. This week's topic is why forming good habits helps you to achieve your goals. So guys, why do we need to form good habits when we are going after our dreams or our goals, or we want to achieve our aspirations? So essentially, to achieve something great in life will require a specific mindset from you. It will require dedication. It will require persistence. It will require hard work. It will require discipline. All of these are characterized as good habits, which are formed along the way to attaining your goal or your aspiration. Now, what happens is a lot of the time we are starting off on a bad habitual pattern. So in order to successfully get to our destination, we have to consciously be aware of the negative patterns or negative behavior that we're in at the moment and decide that, okay, we want to attain this goal, we want to achieve this aspiration, so we need to make certain changes in our life or in our habitual patterns in order to attain this. So the unfortunate thing with bad habits, they are totally opposite of what is needed to achieve your goals. So they are all the negatives, the staying up late, waking up late, not going to the gym, not having a consistent, healthy diet. All those sort of things are negative patterns that can form habits which can hamper you on the way to achieving your goals or aspirations. So guys, what can we do to start forming these so-called good or healthy habits? So the first thing you have to do is identify your goal or aspiration. Once you've got a clear indication of where you want to go, you've essentially got your roadmap now. You know what you want to achieve or attain. Now you've got to break it down even further. You got to look at your lifestyle and your patterns, habitual patterns at the moment, and you got to be honest with yourself, brutally honest, and say, is what I'm doing at the moment conducive to achieving my goal or my aspiration? And you will find that if you're honest with yourself, you will be able to identify these negative patterns or these negative behaviors and realize that you got to change them, you got to work on them, you got to start forming better habits which will give you the tools to get to the end destination. Okay guys, so now we've identified what we want to achieve or what our aspiration is. We've been brutally honest with ourselves about our negative patterns or negative behaviors, and we've now made a conscious decision that we want to change these bad habits and start forming good habits. So here's the good thing to start off with, guys. It takes 21 days to form a habit, whether that's a negative habit or a positive habit. So you got to choose very wisely here. You can start identifying the negative behaviors and start replacing them with good behaviors. So it doesn't mean you have to make a total drastic lifestyle change straight away. You can slowly start implementing these changes, and over time it will, with consistency, you will get used to it. It will start forming mental patterns and it will become a habit after about 21 days. And then you've formed a positive habit. So an example would be, let's say you want to get into better shape. You assess yourself currently and you say, okay, I eat takeaways basically every day. I go to bed late. I wake up late. And I'm very sporadic with my training. So there you've already identified some negatives. So the first thing you can do is, okay, I'm going to go gym more regularly. So first say, okay, I go to gym once a week. Start going to the gym maybe twice or 3 times a week at first. Maybe get a nutritionist to help work you out an eating plan. Start being strict on yourself, saying, I'm going to go to bed earlier, I'm going to wake up early in the morning, And all of these things put together, after about 21 days, you're going to have formed a new positive habit, and it's going to become a lifestyle over time. You're going to start enjoying this new habit. And the great thing about forming this new habit is it's just going to help you get to your goals so much quicker. Because in this process, you are proving to yourself that you have discipline. You are proving to yourself that you've got hard work ethic. You are proving to yourself that you can turn a negative situation into a positive situation, which builds your confidence as well in turn. So there's a whole lot more that's being built in this process of forming a good habit than just forming a good habit. You are actually making a total change in your life in terms of your mentality as well. Now guys, why can't we just stick to our old habitual ways and still achieve our goals? Why is it so necessary for us to form these so-called good habits? So let's stick to the current narrative that we have now of achieving your dream body. On one side, you have a man who, as we said, eats takeaways basically every day, goes to bed late, wakes up late, and trains sporadically. And then you have another man who had the same lifestyle, but critically analyzed himself and realized that he needs to make changes in order to achieve his dream body, and started implementing these positive changes in terms of going to bed early, waking up early, being more productive, eating cleaner, training more regularly. So let's compare the two. So the first man is going to lack motivation, first of all, because he's keeping to that old mindset of his. So he is either going to stay the same weight, keep the current body, or it's even going to deteriorate. Whereas the man with a made-up mind is going to see better results because his mindset has shifted. He has introduced something into his life that not only is forming a good pattern, but is also changing his mindset. So he's going to have more motivation. He's going to be more consistent. So he's going to, in actuality, train harder, eat cleaner, and then he's going to attain his goal at the end of the day. Whereas the other man obviously won't attain his goal. So it's just a little example, guys, to show that it definitely helps you to change your mindset, to be critical on this aspect of yourself. Because once you can weed out the negatives and form these good habits, it will just help build consistency. It will help keep you motivated. And these good habits actually drive you even closer to your goal and will get you to your goal much faster. So to summarize, guys, the ball is in your court. 21 days to form a habit, whether it is good or whether it is bad. Now, I encourage you all to form good habits. Go out and achieve your dreams. Go out and achieve your goals. But always remember, those who achieve their goals, those who achieve their dreams, are those who can be honest with themselves, weed out those negatives, and form these good habits. Because it just encourages discipline, motivation, consistency, and hard work ethic. But at the end of the day, guys, it's up to you. Thank you so much for giving this week's video a watch. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully there's something here that can help you guys in your current situation. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please give it a subscribe. Please give this video a like. And please stay tuned for next week's athlete interview that I will be having uploaded onto YouTube. And I always like to end my videos, guys. Have high hopes.